Alrighty. So today we're going to make a duct tape wallet. Here's my example. In the cube, upside down. So in the inside pockets. Alrighty. So we're going to start by making 10 inch strips for the base of the wallet. You're going to put them together one by one, like so. I'm going to cover about 1/4 of an inch on top of the following first. How do you say that?
With every new piece of tape, you'll cover up about 1/4 of an inch of the first one, or the one before it.
What she said. It's Judy, by the way. Judy's hand. So strip number 2. About 1/4 of an inch. Then once you have 5, your first half, and take them off and set them aside. Look like this. And put it down, the sticky side up. Then you're going to put together your other 5 strips that are 10 inches long. And then you're going to take them off. You have to be careful so you don't separate the strips of duct tape. Be really careful not to make the sticky side touch the sticky side, otherwise disastrous. Okay, so you're going to take your first set of 5, lay it down flat, sticky side up. Then you're going to take your second side, the sticky side down, and put it on top of your sticky side up. Try to make it as even as possible. Flatten it out, and it's okay if there's wrinkles because it's duct tape and that's what it is. There you go. You're going to cut off your excess sticky stuff. Also known as tape.
That came out really good.
I think so. It's not quite as perfect as I like it. I'm a perfectionist. Okay, so there we go. It's not quite a square, but that's okay. So then you're going to fold it in half. And cut off any excess on the sides so it's even. Okay, there you go. And then measure it with a real wallet or my already made wallet, and it's about half an inch too long, so I'm going to cut off about that much so it's not too wide. Try to make sure your lines are somewhat straight. Okay, then I'm going to take my first strip, which is about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 inches long. I'm going to hold it on either side so I have the middle in between my fingers, and I'm going to rip it in half. The first side, I'm going to put on one side of my wallet to close the side off. And I'm just going to cut off the excess. Do the same thing to the other side. Flip it over. Again, cut off the excess. Now I'm going to fold it in half. Make sure it's my desired wallet size. Okay, it's about pretty close. I'm going to make a good crease so I know where the halfway mark is. I'm going to open it up on the inside. I'm going to take a strip of my base color because it's not going to be seen. It's a little over about 3 1/4, maybe 3 1/8 inch. I'm going to put it down sticky side up. I'm going to take my second color, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 inches long, and I'll put it on top of my 3-inch sticky piece. But I'm going to leave room around 3 of the sides. So I'm going to have a little bit hanging over, and I'm going to center it. And then we will cut off this extra that's hanging over of the base color. And then for decoration, I'm going to take a strip of my glow-in-the-dark green, and I'm going to tear a small strip off of it and place it at the top where I cut off the base color. And then I'm going to fold it down so there's no stickiness. Now the sticky part of the red I'm going to place inside of my wallet on one side. And you'll have to measure with a credit card or something to make sure that it's not sticking out the top. Okay, so mine's sticking out a little bit, so I need to lower it. Just peel it off carefully and move it a little bit lower, closer to the inside. Measure it again, make sure. Okay, see it's about level with the top, so it's a good side. I'm going to do the same thing again. So start with my base. This color is not going to be seen, so it doesn't matter what color you use. And then the color that you want to be seen, the 4-inch one, going on top of the 3 1/4-inch one, leaving a little bit of space, about 1/4 of an inch, and centering it. I'm going to cut off the blue. I'm going to take another strip of the glow in the dark. Place it on top. Then you just place it right on top of the previous pocket with a little bit of space. About 1/4 of an inch. It's a nice number. Check your pocket again. Make sure it fits in there nicely. And because it's decorative, I don't want it to cover up the glow in the dark like it is. So I am going to move it down a little bit more so it doesn't cover up the first pocket. So now this pocket is touching the bottom of the wallet. So when you see the card, it shows the glow in the dark still right here. And then you can make as many pockets as you want, as much room as you want to have in there. Usually you do 3 on either side, and you can do more on the inside also. And then I'm going to make an ID pocket on the front. So I'm going to take my strip of glue, and I'm going to tear about 1/4 of an inch off. Place it sticky side up. And we'll do the same thing again for the other side, top and bottom. And then I'm going to measure the width and tear this piece, one of the sides. Keep in mind you need a little extra room to have that still sticks, so make sure you measure a little big. Had a little bit of a sticky issue.
Very witty. Very, very witty.
Once you have all your sides stuck together and not stuck to you, you can measure again. Make sure you can see most of your card. I need to make mine a little bit wider. Just take one side and unstick my hand. Again. Just move it a little closer to the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. It depends on how much of a perfectionist you are. So that is good enough for me. Then you're going to take a small strip. I'm going to use my excess here. And place it sticky side to sticky side, so you have room for your ID to slide in without sticking to the tape, but you have enough tape to stick to the wallet. Cut off the extras. So I'm just going to tear another little strip about that thick. Put it on the other side over here. I'm going to try really hard not to get your sticky side to stick unless you want it to be there. Very hard to get it unstuck. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the inside. So you just put it down. Oh, wait a minute. It'll fold over the top. So there's no sticky side on the top. But it's still sticky on the sides a little bit. And put it down. And your ID should slide right in. And if you want, you can add like a sheet of plastic or something in between the tapes so you don't have your cards just free. And then I'm going to take the front of the wallet and I'm going to decorate it. I already cut out my top decoration, which is Captain America symbol. So I'm going to take my first circle and lay it down. My second circle. There's my third. There's my last circle. Put it behind them. And then I'm going to put the star in the center, facing up to the top of the wallet. And there you go. There's my Captain America glow in the dark wallet.